Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of 10 Minute Marvel. We've talked about the different teams that could be showing up in Doomsday, but there's one team we haven't talked too much about, and that's who is Doctor Doom going to team up with? I gave Greg the lofty assignment of coming up with 3 characters for that. Were you able to succeed?
I got half a one. Is that good enough for this?
Well, good news for you is I put down 5 as the overachiever I am, so we're
Uh,
almost to our total of 6.
Sweet. I'm glad I could at least contribute something, even if it was
Yes.
half a character.
So we'll be talking about that for our main topic, as well as then news and rumors, of course. Uh, I'm your host, Petter, and we're recording later at night than normal, so this could go off the rails. I apologize for everything Greg is about to say. Here's my co-host.
Yep. It's me, everybody, the half-witted one. It's Greg. Thanks for coming back. It's true. We're going late, and I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? Okay. But if you're looking to for ways to support this possibly going off the rails podcast, you can find us on our YouTube channel. Search 10 Minute Marvel. Give us a like and thumb, smash that subscribe button there. You can find and follow us on Facebook and that other thing with an X, hashtag 10 Marvel. And of course, you can leave a rating and review wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. Better.
Yes,
That was so Ace Ventura style. Are we doing news and
that's
rumors first?
that. So first off, we have to talk about how you made an Ace Ventura reference for the 1.5 people who listen to this podcast who will get that at this point in time.
Yeah,
Talk about
it's
a dated reference, Greg.
oh my God, it's really bad. My life is pretty dated, I'll be honest. I live in a bubble
Hmm.
and mhm.
We haven't let him see any new movie in the past 10 years that isn't a Marvel film.
I still think the movie Singles is top notch.
Hmm.
Does
He
that
re that means nothing to me.
really nothing? The
Nope.
movie Singles? Oh my
Nope.
God, it was huge back in the 90s. It's because it starred like Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam and
Okay.
it was kind of a gritty, I don't know, it was more gritty.
Nice.
Yeah,
It
okay.
sounds entertaining.
Yeah, it's all right. It was okay. It was
Yeah.
mostly the soundtrack that just crushed it. It was
Yes.
like a soundtrack that, do you remember the soundtrack at least? At
No.
all? Single
No.
soundtrack? Okay.
Nope. That was back
Ah,
before I was
Petter.
really listening too
Born?
much soundtrack.
Before you were born, maybe.
Depending on when it was in the 90s, I was definitely, well, I was born in the 80s, so we can confidently say I was born, but I might have been 10.
Uh,
So,
so you weren't wearing flannel yet.
oh no, I always wore flannel. I grew up in the outstate Minnesota. Gotta wear flannel in the winters.
Uh, Always, yes, but for the cool reason and around your waist because it's the
Oh,
grunge era with your chucks.
no, no. I was a very practical human being, still am.
Well, that's true. I could tell.
So,
Chucks are practical. Yo, you want to talk about Marvel? Okay, that's
yeah.
fine. Let's talk about Marvel.
Yes. So, first off, this one comes from a Majestic UCM. We've had some of the rumors before. Um, R- Robert Downey Jr. playing 3 different characters in Doomsday. So, Doom, Tony Stark,
Hmm.
but who could the third character be? I'm assuming Doctor Strangelove.
Solid guess. Solid.
Yep.
They call me dated.
Yeah, but my movie is actually a
Like
classic, iconic film.
Singles is a cult classic. Same with
Yeah. No,
uh what?
Doctor Strangelove is just a classic, Greg.
I don't know. I would maybe okay, fine. It's probably more of a classic.
Hmm.
Okay.
But
Um
yes.
who else?
Back on the rails.
Hell. I'm kind of enjoying this 90s conversation though. It really brings me back.
Yeah.
Um
The 90s when everything was in black and white, like Doctor
uh,
Strangelove.
yeah. My kids would think that for sure. They like literally think that it was black and white back then. Yeah, color blindness was a major pandemic. Um, okay, God, what are we talking about?
The third
Okay,
character.
yeah, for Tony. Well, not Tony, for Robert Downey Jr. I get does I mean you got Doom. Is it gonna are they considering Victor? the other one?
I
Or
don't think so. It sounds like it would be, I mean, with how the rumor was written, it sounds like it'd be a third separate character because Victor Von Doom and Doctor Doom, that's one and the same.
hmm, God Emperor Doom? Are we still like
No, I think that's
it's
still a
still
Doom. Could he, this be like really off the wall, but what about a adult Franklin Richards?
mm.
That'd be
Oh,
super off the wall.
they wouldn't do a Kang, would they?
I don't think so.
I mean, that's but what why not? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like to kind of
Yeah.
maybe
I
tie
mean,
up a little bit of that if they have something they need to tie up. Because it can be different there's different Kangs out there. Like they do
mhm.
visually look different. It's not just Jonathan Majors. So,
Well, I mean, we basically saw only Jonathan Majors, but
well,
or
right.
and close. But what about one of the Reed Richards from Multiverse 2?
Yeah.
I could see something like that, or Reed's father from the multiverse, because he plays into comics as well for Secret Wars, like the lead into it.
Yeah, that would be the other side of that is that if Reed sees Tony and
Hmm.
I guess um that's gonna be confusing, I think, for him, then he's gonna do like what Peter Parker is gonna do when he sees.
Yeah.
So
How many times do you want that to play out?
yeah. Yeah.
And
That's a
not many, honestly.
no, I think one's good enough, honestly. But well, I think if it's,
If it's yeah, Tony Ver and Doom,
right,
that's good. It's gonna play out probably a few different times of like
uh,
Cap recognizing
right.
him or
Banner. Yeah.
yeah, all these different characters.
Right.
So
I don't know. That's interesting. Also, it's a rumor, so we
yeah,
could be wasting our brains on this, but it's
yeah,
why we're here.
yeah. So another rumor from Daniel RPK. Greg, one of your predictions is coming true.
Of course it is.
The one that
What
you
is it?
made as a joke. Every
What?
Stranger Thing character or
Oh,
actor will show up. The rumor is this goes back to one that has circulated before, but Joe Curie. Like
hmm,
Marvel is like narrowing down on a specific role that they may potentially want him.
that makes sense. Okay. Let me space these guys out a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
cool. Joe Carey. I think whoever they were going to cast would be okay. Who plays Dustin? I don't remember his name. He's got kind of an interesting first name. Get
Oh,
Garrett
Gayton.
Gayton.
Yeah.
He should be involved with Doctor Strange, the Strange Academy,
Yes, he'd be awesome in that.
right? Wolf
Finn Wolfhard.
Finn
Finn.
Wolfhard. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I think he should be Molecule Man. I don't know.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Man,
And
I'm trying to think
then
who I would want Finn Wolfhard to play. I feel like there's probably an X-Men character that would work decently well for him.
Nightcrawler.
Actually, yeah, Nightcrawler could be pretty good.
Yeah. We have whoever plays Lucas.
Yep.
Again, can't.
Caleb,
Yep. We already know he should be
Miles,
Miles Morales. Um, who's
the Hector.
Nancy,
Hmm.
Rogue from
Yeah, I like
X-Men.
that.
Okay. And this is why didn't we do this for a topic today? Um,
Then the one who plays Will.
Will, oh God, Morph? No. Mm,
Actually, Morph won't be too bad, I don't
kind
think.
of, kind of insecure, kind of
Yeah,
that,
like
yeah.
that sort of role. I kind of like it.
Yeah, okay. And then,
He actually would have been a pretty decent Wiccan
oh
too.
yeah. Yeah,
But
I
we
can see
have a
that.
really good Wiccan, so I'm not going to
Yeah,
complain.
agreed. Jonathan,
Charlie Heaton.
yeah, I'll keep him as Cannibal from New
Yep,
Mutants, and then he can go
yep,
bomb himself somewhere else.
yep. And then
Oh,
what's
well, we got Sadie Sink already.
mhm. Playing 16 different characters.
Yeah, yep.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah, this one I wasn't too thrilled about, but
I'd say give her some sort of spider character role. Like have her be Jessica Drew Spider-Woman. A character
okay.
who would show up a little bit, but not a ton.
I think like for Madam Hydra is that came to mind. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like she should be evil. I feel
that
like
would be an interesting twist.
I would like her to be somebody on the flip side. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Um, Winona,
Oh, Winona Ryder.
Madam Web.
Yeah, not bad. I might take that. Um, Otherwise.
She would have been somebody I would have said like an Agatha Harkness.
Mm, yeah, a witchy kind of character.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think is that all of them?
I
I
mean,
feel like we're missing.
all the
There's like 100 of them now, but
like there's Lucas's sister. I forget her name. There's
yeah.
Robin. Probably
Oh,
Robin's the other
oh,
big
Rob,
one.
yeah, Maya Hawk, right? That's her
Maya
name.
Hawke. Yep.
I feel like she should be like kind of like a Ned character, girl in the chair kind of thing, or
I don't know. I was thinking uh Betty Braddock, I think it is, who's Captain Britain.
hmm,
Has some interesting powers, or like Pixie from the X-Men.
okay, Squirrel Girl.
Actually, that would be kind of fun.
It
I
seems like
could see
yeah,
she
she's
could
kind of
have a
got that
lot
obnoxiousness
of
to it.
yeah, she could have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. Vecna. Who's that dude? That dude's actually, he
He's
seems
a
pretty talented. Not only a
he's
musician, actor as well,
hmm
obviously. Um,
Is it
oh,
Jamie something? I forget his name.
Archangel.
Yes. That would be an awesome character for him.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Or I would say like a
Angel.
young Magneto, but
But Angel, Archangel, whatever the I can't think of
like one of the
the
other horsemen or
no Warren Worthington the third.
oh,
That's the
is
name.
that the name of
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because that like pompous type
Mhm.
character. I mean,
Yeah.
with a normal name like Warren Worthington the third, why not?
Yeah, get the scarf and everything.
Hmm.
What do you call
So,
those things?
bonus an ascot?
There we go. Yeah. God.
Bonus mini episode in there. Let's move on to the next rumor. Next one is that this rumor keeps on popping up. I will believe it when it actually happens or like is confirmed by Kevin Feige. But Blade scrapped and Blade to be introduced in Midnight Suns, which honestly, I'm okay with Blade being introduced in Midnight Suns. And if, yeah, we'll get a Blade movie eventually even if it's not like the very first introduction to Blade.
Yeah. I'm good with just tossing him into Midnight Suns, honestly. I don't
Yeah.
it seems like they're really having a hard time coming up with that perfect script.
Well, and it goes back to like they kind of had it.
Something that's already been kind of written, but maybe I don't know enough Blade, so there very well could be plenty of stories to go with and creative differences or just getting in the way, but that's
Well,
fine.
I
It
think,
it seems like a pretty plausible rumor.
yeah, I think it's a really plausible rumor, and I think there's some. I mean, we've already had three Blade film, and yeah, by now most people don't remember them, but
Mhm.
give us something a little bit different, especially because people have been like, ah, well, Wesley Snipes is so great at it. Wesley Snipes was a solid Blade. He's not irreplaceable as Blade.
I would agree. I don't know. And that could be like the nostalgia of that time period. Like I
Yeah,
didn't watch Blade. Oddly enough, I didn't watch Blade. I feel like I would have been one of those people that really did, but I don't think I don't know. I
yeah.
wasn't knowledgeable enough about Marvel at the time that I
Well, I
really
think a lot
picked
of
that
people
up.
didn't even realize it was Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, ooh, Blade, the vampire,
Hmm.
like half vampire, yada, yada,
I
yada.
feel like
So,
we need to do like we need to watch that trilogy because like as an
yeah.
assignment. And then
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like we did with New Mutants. Let's do it.
yeah. Okay.
That's that's on the list.
All right, I'll start tonight.
Well, we have a couple topics, so we can decide if we're going to watch all three. Also, there's no way you're going to make it through the whole movie tonight. You get like 10 minutes in. We're recording this at
Yeah.
9:15 now,
Oh,
so
that's true. Very true.
yeah,
At least I'll get I'll get all the credits out of the way and then
yeah. Then straight to bed.
yeah.
All right. Next rumor, Sony being more open to sharing Spider-Man characters. This one from Daniel RPK. I think it only benefits Sony if they do that. Like,
Wow. About time they figured that out.
yeah. I, like think about it. If let's say Sadie Sink is Gwen Stacy. Now you have your Gwen Stacy. You can be like, say to Marvel, "Hey, we want to do a Gwen Stacy movie that's primarily a Sony movie, but it's officially now tied into the MCU, and they just have to work with Marvel a little bit on it to make it work instead of trying to spin up their own garbage."
Hmm.
And eventually we will watch Madam Web and talk about it. And Morbius. and all three Venom films, and
Uh,
Craven, The Last Hunt, and thankfully that's it.
I think so.
That's way too many, Sony. How
That's
could you fail that
uh,
many times?
I'm not appreciating that assignment that you're dishing out there.
Don't worry, we're going to spread this out over a long period of time, like the next 27 years.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Hopefully we can monetize this podcast with that. That'd be great. I'll feel better about actually earning money doing that topic,
Yeah.
those movies.
All right. Hawkeye season two back in the rumors, getting
Oh.
worked on from this one, Daniel RPK rumor. I think they're trying to make this one work.
Hmm.
I think that, yeah, it just makes a lot of sense.
I think you need more of
He's,
a handoff to Kate.
yeah, potentially more of a handoff to Kate, or just give Clint Barton more to do. I don't like it's hard to put Clint Barton in a lot of the other movies because he is a very grounded character.
Hmm.
So give him a show, give him some more street level adjacent sort of stuff.
He feels more of a leader of the champions, I feel like, than Vision does.
Like somebody to train that team.
Yeah, it feels like a better place for Clint and the Jeremy Renner character,
Yeah.
actor, and I don't know, it just melds together better for me. So I wouldn't mind if they transitioned. I don't think they are doing that, but I wouldn't mind if they did.
I don't think that they have any particular plan as to who's going to lead the champions team or kind of mentor them at this point. So I think that that is still super flexible, with the exception of if they set it up in Vision Quest. And I just don't
Right.
know that they're going to do that. So
Hmm.
yeah. Speaking of the champions, this one, Daniel RPK as well. Strange Academy and Champions both being worked on for After Secret Wars, both being multiple season shows.
I'm I'm down.
Yep.
Perfect.
And yep, this will be an upcoming topic that we have building out those rosters, kind of like who's going to fit into those shows, who could be introduced as characters for those shows, things like that.
Stay tuned on that.
hmm Also, Strange Academy, really good read in the comics. I enjoyed it a lot.
Hmm. Nice. I did
Then,
actually finish uh House of X, Powers of X. Oh, wait, House of M, Powers of X?
no.
House? No. Powers of X. Now I got it
Um,
screwed up.
yeah,
That run.
yes. Yeah,
It was
very
interesting.
nice.
It was good. Yeah.
It's really good. I enjoy it a lot.
Hmm.
Uh Dylan O'Brien is reportedly in talks to join the MCU. Greg, are you familiar with Dylan O'Brien?
Mm. Not Conan O'Brien's brother.
Right.
Give me a
So
hint.
he's been in Maze Runner, Teen Wolf,
Teen Wolf 1 or Teen Wolf 2? And
Teen Wolf the show.
okay. No, I have no idea who this guy is. We're talking Michael J.
Yeah.
Fox, Jason Bateman,
So, no, we're talking Patrick Bateman.
Patrick Bateman. Who's Patrick Bateman?
Isn't that's the character from that Christian Bale plays in American Psycho?
Oh, got it. Nice. Nice reference. I saw the movie once and it was super disturbing. I couldn't go back to watch it again.
It is. Um, I have also seen it once. Uh, I could see like a Dylan O'Brien. I could see him playing like a Cyclops,
Okay, I'm pulling him up.
just based off of looks. Like I haven't seen anything he's done recently. I watched the original Maze Runner film, and I'm pretty sure that's what I've seen him in.
Okay. I am feeling some Iceman.
Could see that too.
Um,
Those Iceman and Cyclops were kind of the top two
yeah, I can see
that people talk.
Cyclops. He's 34 years old.
Mhm.
Like, he looks like he should be on Outer Banks, which is a
So
compliment. So,
that wraps up the rumor segment. News segment. This comes from Production List. Production List is basically here's the upcoming productions of things. And Ryan Coogler is set to start filming, I believe, Black Panther 3 in June.
so is this the a movie that's going to fill in
In
one of those?
between,
Yeah.
I wonder if this will be the movie that fills in between and might have some multiversal elements to it, which could make, because it's what, Denzel,
Hmm.
that could be fun to have him like as a multiversal T'Chaka or even a multiversal Black Panther of yeah, some character like that.
I mean, I think we need some more of Namor, be a t-shirt.
Yep.
Um, you know,
More no
I feel like
more.
more Namor.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, and we're gonna be getting more no more in Doomsday.
it's going to become a t-shirt. This is going to be great.
Mhm.
More because Namor needs we need to kind of where when it comes to like Secret Wars, Doomsday Secret Wars stuff, I think I think this might come up in the topic later, but I don't know. I just feel like expand on him a little bit. He can be used more and more in Secret Wars, or
Mhm.
I guess if he I don't know
Secret
if he'd be
Wars,
in
Black
Doomsday. Well, he's in
Doomsday,
Doomsday, but
Black Panther 3. Use him in all of them. Kind
mhm.
of set him up. I think, like we said, we'll talk about him a little bit more shortly here.
Yeah.
So let's bounce on to the next one. The next part of the Doomsday teaser quintology.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Well, I mean, there are five of them.
Is that a
I don't know
quintal?
if that's quintilogy.
I just, I mean, that sounds good. I just have never
Mhm.
heard that before.
I mean, most things aren't quintilogy, so that's
That is a
probably why, Greg.
true statement. Most things are
Yes.
not quintologies.
Yeah. So the third one is out, released just about a week ago. The fourth one should be hitting YouTube tomorrow, but the third one was our look at the X-Men. And what did you think of that one, Greg?
It started off as like, okay, interesting. We got some Magneto and we got some Xavier.
Magneto's looking pretty rough.
He is looking rough. I was trying to figure out if like they had to rescue him from something or if he just looks kind of decrepit, like he's
Hmm.
been through the ringer a little bit, right? And they're in the X Mansion, which seems to be dark and kind of unkempt.
Yep.
So, that was all like, okay, that's interesting. I'm curious about that, but the way it ended is where my excitement level shot through the roof.
Yep.
Which I'm sure most people
Cyclops,
did. Yeah.
Cyclops, the optic blast, Sentinels.
The Sentinels in the background is what really
Hmm.
like stoked me. So I
Yeah.
was super excited to see it. And the feet, it didn't look like what we saw in Days of Future Past, not
Yep.
those kind of Sentinels. It looked like what could be more X-Men 97 style Sentinels.
Right, more comic accurate
Yeah,
Sentinels.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I'm hoping for. So,
Yeah. No, I liked it as well. I think they have stepped up each teaser.
hmm
Like the Captain America one was the big, like we talked about last week. The big surprise was is Captain America. The Thor one, it's like, why, what's so big that Thor is having to pray to Odin,
hmm
kind of thing. And then this one is, well, there's something that's so big. There's some Sentinels, there's returning characters, there's a Cyclops that isn't wearing black leather
Right. Yep.
and looks so good.
Yeah, it did look really good. I was super happy about that. That also got
Mhm.
me excited. So,
And they've also been getting progressively like darker too, like in terms of just
hmm.
the look and feel,
hmm
because like the X Mansion is dark. There's not much light going on in there. It's not brightly lit hallways, things like that. And so we had Steve really kind of in the light the whole time, like natural light coming in and things like that. Thor is in a woods, so it's kind of being filtered through. And then this seems to be at night.
Yeah, it's almost like a birth, life, death kind of
Hmm.
play, right? Birth to Steve with his child. Um, Thor kind of in the lifespan. I
Yep.
don't know. That one's kind of vague, and
Well,
then you got this
he
darker
has this,
side.
yeah, he has this kid, but his kid is older now. Like
Mm.
his kid is like love's able to be part of his life and what he's doing.
Does love grow at a normal kid rate?
I don't know.
Random thought.
Yep.
There you go.
S-
Let us know in the comments. What do you think? Should love be growing at a regular adolescent? I
Yeah.
don't know.
And so it sounds like the trailer tomorrow is going to be Wakandans and the Thing, which is interesting. So we'll see what that's like tomorrow. I've
Yeah.
heard it's rumored to have been leaked I've also heard people saying, no, the leaked version is pretty clearly AI.
Oh,
So it'll be interesting to watch it tomorrow. I'm excited for this one too because there's just like seeing more Fantastic Four is always good. And then the final piece of news, and I put this in the news. I
okay.
think that news is a relative term for this one. Chris Claremont is making another statement of this is happening for Famke Janssen being in Doomsday.
Wait,
As
Claremont said that?
yeah, Claremont said that.
I
I
mean,
I don't think he knows as much as he thinks he knows.
it's really random though. I mean, was
But
he looking for something to?
but remember, was it what film was it? Was it Deadpool and Wolverine, where he had like these 16 things that he said were happening in some panel or something like that. So I think he gets consulted on stuff
Mm,
and they ask him about like, oh, what do you think of this specific character? Or how would you use this specific character? And he just kind of runs with it.
yeah. Do you want do you want Promke Jensen? Promke
Johnson.
Jensen.
It's
It's like
Janssen.
okay. Do you want her back? That
I'd
actor.
be fine with it. Honestly, yeah, I want her back because I've said this before. I don't think, and I really don't want any of the Fox X-Men characters to make it out of Doomsday. Like if we
Mm,
have Wolverine, it's the version of Wolverine we had from Deadpool and Wolverine. They're just like have that be the end for them because Secret Wars, from how the Russos talked about it, is supposed to be a beginning to the next chapter, the bigger universe of the MCU, where you have your mutants, you have your Fantastic Four, you have all your heroes. Hopefully, you have more spider characters, that sort of thing. And if you are sending the Fox X-Men, in particular, like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, off that way, then it's gonna that's gonna be a big focus.
So, do you think that's going to be a there? So, I heard this somewhere. Not as so much a rumor of it happening, but it was like a, hey, maybe they'll do Promke Johnson's character is going to actually be Madeline Pryor, and then
Oh, interesting.
and they kill her off that way, and then or as that character, and Jean Grey comes in the new go round. So I don't know,
Could
just
be
an idea.
fun. Yeah, I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, it's interesting.
hmm I don't necessarily love that idea, but I don't hate it either.
I
It's just
mean,
like,
yeah, I think to do that again, that is something where the audience is going to get confused. They're not going to
yes,
know that. I would say the most of the population won't know that, right? That goes to see this movie. So it's kind of it could be a swing and a miss on that. I
yep.
think it'd be cool because you and I understand what that is and what that means and the story behind it. But
Yeah, I think there's room to have little nods and things like that. So it's not like I feel bad about something like that. That works for me. At
but
the
to
same
explain
time,
it,
yeah, at the same time, you you have to make it, you have to have already set up, we have multiversal stuff going on,
yeah,
and don't bother explaining it. Like leave it as something for the folks who know and keep it that simple.
yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I
Okay.
just I don't see the need for a lot of it. They have
Yeah.
to keep it simple enough, keep it tight enough to make it work.
Yeah, did they make like a goblin reference there? Like, and then just leave it at that, you know?
hmm
The
Yeah,
what's her name? I can't
Goblin Queen.
yeah, Goblin Queen. There, I was trying to think if
hmm
there's a word that's before or after it. Um,
hmm
yeah, I don't know.
All right. So that was it for the news and rumors. Let's move on to the main topic and build out Doctor Doom's team.
All
While we
right.
were talking, I made it up to 6 characters now.
I might have yeah, I kind of just added one. Um,
Yeah. So, how many do you have, Greg?
I have a
One
half.
and a half.
Just one and a half. Yep. No, I actually have and how well thought out this is, I'm not sure. As I was thinking about it sometime during the day today. One, two, three, four, five, five, about eight.
8. All right. Nice.
Yep.
Why don't you kick us off then? And I'm sure. I suspect we're going to have two overlap for sure, possibly four.
Okay. So well, mine kind of like I chunked my first four kind of together.
Okay. Well,
So
why don't
I'm
you
not sure if can I go with those four? Or you
sure
want
kick
to
it
go?
off
Okay.
there?
So I think that there's going to be a little bit of a we have characters that are going to be going with the idea of what Doom is suggesting or trying to do.
Doom's pathway to saving the universe.
Correct. And I think Steve, Thor, Reed, and Scott, because and maybe also because, well, part of this feels like it's reaching and it's convenient because those are the trailers that we got. But um they're also the most vulnerable to it. So because maybe the children have something to do with it. Um,
Mhm.
right, that's been the theme. So if these heroes, since they have such, you know, they have probably a very deep concern and a parental concern for their children, they're gonna maybe say, okay, this makes sense. I want to save this planet and this universe for my children. So,
I strongly disagree.
okay, that's fine.
Uh,
It was kind of a thought, and I
mhm.
was
No, I get
bracing
where
for
you
people,
Yeah, I
but
get where
it
you're going with it. I think Scott would definitely go along with it. I think Thor would go along with it, but Steve wouldn't be willing, and Reed wouldn't be willing to sacrifice other universes or to even sacrifice part of their own universes to save their children. They would both want to find a true solution for it.
I yes, I could understand that. The other when I was thinking about it, I'm like, because I was kind of along the same lines as you. I'm like, I don't know how you get Steve to really do this.
Hmm.
However, being that maybe this is where the Tony part comes in at first, so it's almost
Right,
kind of like
kind of a
a misleading,
manipulation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, we saw how what happens when Steve and Tony don't agree on stuff.
right. And
So,
that, but
yeah.
at the same time, at the end of Endgame,
Yeah.
I mean, Steve probably was probably respected what Tony
Oh,
had done,
definitely
right? So
respected what Tony had done, but can Doom or a different Tony Stark manipulate Steve at that point? I'm not sure. So, it is an interesting idea and does tie into kind of some of the theory about kids.
yeah, and maybe it's not our 616.
Right. It certainly
So
doesn't have to be. Um, I'm trying to decide which one I should kick off with here. I'm going to kick off with Doctor Strange. I think there's a pretty high likelihood that Doctor Strange teams up with Doom because well, one, he does in the comics, and two, he is a very practical. I don't know that we can save them all. I am a doctor. I have to make the tough decisions,
okay,
and he would join with Doom,
okay.
especially once he gets the understanding. If we have like a scene with the multiverse falling apart with him and Clea.
I will. I want to just really quickly add those people I mentioned before, prior
Yeah,
to yours. It wasn't long lived before they switched.
yeah,
So just make sure
definitely.
and because I'm not fully standing behind this, it was more of like, it's a long shot, but this could be it.
Yeah,
Um, I also, as far as your Doctor Strange, I too had Doctor Strange. So
yep.
maybe this was one that you're thinking
This
of,
was one of the two.
right? Because it kind of falls in line with what we see in Secret Wars. So, and it's just so Doctor Strange. It's that
Yes.
more, um,
It's the understanding that I can't save everybody.
yeah,
And I've
yeah.
run the probabilities. I know who I can save. I know who I can't. And I know, like, if I go a different route, nobody's getting saved. So then your next one, Greg, since both of us had Strange.
Oh, lost my list.
You don't have it all memorized?
No. Are you kidding? All right. So my second one was, well, Namor, more
Yep,
Namor, right?
I have him on my list as well.
Um, it just to me, especially with what we were just talking about with Black Panther, I feel like it is we can set him up to be. He's also, I think, logical in the sense of like, well, he's very much about saving his people.
Yes.
His Talcon is the most important thing to him.
Yep.
So he will do what he needs to, and he will think he's kind of a selfish in a way. He's
He
got his unique.
kind of.
I mean, he's selfish in the way of like I want to save my people, right?
Yes.
Which isn't selfish in the genuine sense, but it's selfish in the his own
Yeah,
race sense. Is that
yeah, because he's very much, I want to save my own people. I don't care what it means to other people.
yeah,
And so it's a very selfish way of making sure that his people survive.
yeah. So it and I want to I want to like agree with them more, and I want to almost cheer him more on, but at the same time absolutely be despised by him
Or
in a
despise
way.
him. Oh yeah,
Yeah, right. Be despised by him and what he's his method of doing it,
yeah.
right? So, yeah, I don't know. I really liked his character in
Mhm.
Wakanda Forever, so I'm really excited to see that play out. And I just think that he will lean in the direction of Doom to, because I'm sure
Yep.
Doom will promise him something. So,
Yeah, I have. So out of the four I have left, since I also, excuse me, I also had no more. I only have one character left that has actually shown up in the MCU thus far.
is it going to be one of mine?
I doubt it. Do you have Baron Mordo on the list?
Oh, no, I do not.
But I think that'd be a decent and interesting character to bring into Doom's
Hmm,
fold. Like, Mordo has been out there taking out the magic practitioners who kind of did a little bit, but did it all for selfish reasons. And if Doom comes in, it's like, no, I'm a magic practitioner. I'm not going to, but I'm not selfish. I'm doing this for the greater good. Mordo, I think, could be pretty easily manipulated.
yeah, I like that. It not only it fits, and it's like giving me that tying that loose end up, you know?
hmm Well, and
Yeah.
he's also the type of character who very much be that disciple of Mordo, and then, uh, or disciple of Doom, and then Doom would just betray at some point in time. Once he's no longer useful,
Hmm.
just be like, cast him aside.
What happened to Caecilius? Did he
I think he died.
say he would also be quite the follower, I would
Yeah.
think. Um,
Yep.
hmm. But Dormammu then?
No, Dormammu, I think, would think he's too big. Like
Yeah.
he's too important. How about
Interesting. I like it though.
yeah,
I like where your head's at.
your next one there, Greg?
Um, I feel like
Yeah.
Josh Brolin's going to be coming back as Thanos.
All right, like a King Thanos, something
Yeah.
like that.
I think we'll see.
Multiversal. Yep.
Yep. I think he's going to come back and he's going to be a part of that cabal.
hmm
I think that's too tempting for Marvel not
Yeah.
to
S
take action on, right?
mhm.
Get Josh Brolin back, who everybody loves as Thanos, and then have him absolutely just destroy
Yep. So the interesting thing too with that though is that in the comics, Thanos doesn't actually
Doom.
work with Doom.
That's right.
Like
He's
the Cabal is separate. Um,
well,
the one Black Swan definitely is in cahoots with Doom, but the rest of them don't think that they're working as much under Doom, if I remember correctly.
I thought that yeah, maybe you're right. I just watched Comic Explained. I was kind of going through this Secret
Yeah.
Wars again, and I'm trying to remember how he kind of brushed over the Cabal a little bit. He talked about them, going from planet to planet and just absolutely demolishing every
Yep.
superhero that was on there. But either way, I could see that they wanting to bring back this character
Yep.
and not Thanos, but Doom using them as his posse, like
Yeah.
his um
To do his dirty work so that
yep.
like I love the idea of Doom being like, "Oh no, I'm not doing any of this. Like this
Oh
is
yeah,
this
playing
group."
coy about it and
Yeah,
just
instead of me. And like that's great Doom.
mhm. I I mean honestly, you get Thanos back in that on the big screen and people are gonna go
hmm
nuts. So
Yeah. I like that
the
one.
wow factor.
You have one left, Greg?
Yeah, I don't really like it though, because
All right.
after I thought about it a little bit more.
Well, we'll
So you
finish off with your
go ahead.
disappointing one, and I'll do all three of my characters who aren't yet in the MCU.
Okay.
First one being Valeria Richards. I think there's probably decent evidence that she is going to be in Doomsday and probably will start teamed up with Doom. She's a character who he's going to try and use her for her brains, and eventually that's going to backfire on him in Secret Wars or at some point in time.
Played
I th
by Maya Hawke.
I think Maestro. I think we get
Hmm.
that version of Hulk, and that destructive version teams up with Doom. I don't think is ever like fully under following everything Doom says, but Doom promises him what he wants, and so he promises to help Doom. And it's kind of these two different, very destructive factions, but in alignment with their mission.
Okay.
And the last one is the Maker.
Hmm.
I think we could get, I think just an evil version of Reed Richards. Yeah, like the Maker does not team up with Doom in the Secret Wars comic with from Jonathan Hickman, but an evil Reed Richards I think is just a really fun and interesting idea, and having Pedro Pascal play both of them and seeing when Reed doesn't have the anchor, uh, and I mean this in the not in the ball and chain sort of way, but when he doesn't have Sue to help keep him pointed towards that North Star, let's say, how he can spiral off into his own delusions. And I think he could betray Doom at some point then. I could see him being a character in Secret Wars who instead of Mr. Sinister is the one who is doing stuff behind Doom's back and Doom takes him out.
I do. I would really. I think the payoff for me, if it was him, it would be that relationship lost between
Yes.
Reed and Sue. I think that's a writer's. It's not. I don't want to say dream. I don't, it just seems like it's a great
Yeah.
chunk of story to unfold to people.
Yeah. And the great thing about it too with the Maker is it isn't some a situation where it's like, oh, Sue is gone and my life is no longer complete. It's at some point in time, instead of making the decision that family was more important than my research, I made the decision that research was more important than my family, and Sue left. And I decided that's okay. I can now get even more research done. And
Hmm.
just that difference, yeah, like a writer could have a field day with that.
Yeah. I literally had another one and I lost it and I really wanted to say it. And now I cannot remember what it, like I had two characters. I wrote the first one down and then the last one, second one escaped me. Um, the High Evolutionary feels like it would be another character that would also play into what Doom is trying to do. Like it was almost like a promise by Doom
Yeah,
that he could have his on Battle World, right? Oh, I thought of the other person. That he could have reign supreme on this section of Battle World,
yeah.
and he could have his perfect race there, maybe, or whatever he wants.
I
The other
don't
per
I don't mind that one. I think that High Evolutionary makes sense as somebody who would probably negotiate to get something like that.
Yeah, not a major character, right? But
Yeah.
just somebody that would kind of go along with it. And then the last one that I almost brain farted on was Cassandra Nova.
Ooh.
I could see her wanting to, oh God, and with Xavier involved, I don't
Hmm.
know. I feel like that's again some a writer's little golden nugget there that you could do something interesting with. What was I
Yeah.
mean in Deadpool and Wolverine, what was she trying? She got out of the void,
She
and what
wanted
was
to
her?
she wanted to destroy the universe. Like she wanted her goal was to leave the void with and to have taken revenge on the TVA and all the universes where like she was pruned into the TVA. And so yeah, really her goal was to destroy all of reality.
Yeah, so she'd be on board. I mean,
Yeah, I think so. I think that I could also see her not being on board because of the size of her ego. But she and Doom are going, again, they're going for the exact same thing. It'd be she'd be a character who may team up with Doom because they're both aligned in the same direction, only when it gets close to the end game to try and betray Doom so she's in control of everything and Doom takes her out.
Yeah. Yeah, she's playing for herself, but
Yeah.
she'll tag team with Doom, but she's in the end gonna play for herself,
Yep.
and that'll probably get turned on. Um, so I don't know. She just when I thought of that one, I was like, oh, there's just so much juiciness that can happen with her character that they could
Yep.
do, and what Doom could do with her as one of his not like a puppet, but like just somebody to have on his side.
Yep.
It's a weapon for sure. She's a weapon
Oh yeah. She is a weapon and she's
and a
the type of
half.
weapon. Yeah,
She's
the
the
type.
half that I was.
Yeah.
I told you there's a half in there.
Yeah. But it's not because there was an actual single half. It was because she's one and a half.
Yeah. Well, I didn't clarify that. It was all for, trying to get people excited about my
Yeah.
half.
But let us know your thoughts. Who do you think could team up with Doom, whether it's from the movies already, Fox X-Men, original Fantastic Four movies, the main MCU timeline, whatever it might be. Let us know that in the comment section over on YouTube. And if you enjoyed this content, Greg gave a few ways you could help support the podcast. And we really do appreciate everybody who is listening and helping the podcast grow. We'll be back next week where we're going to have, well, a couple more teams to talk about with Strange Academy and Champions lineups. What do we think that they're going to look like? So, look forward to having you back then. And with that, see you next time.
More and more. Bam.